What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Dirty Boots. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. So, it's a stormy night. It's gonna be up to 70-mile-an-hour gusts of winds. We've had about 6 or 7 hours of consistent rain, and now it's starting to absolutely just start pouring. So I told myself, I said, hey, let's go camping. So we're out in the RV again. Gonna stay out here for the night. I did pick myself up a buddy heater, so I at least have warmth this time. Last video it was pretty damn cold out here, so I'm definitely glad to have the buddy heater. Not really sure if I'm gonna do 1 or 2 nights. It's supposed to storm pretty good all day tomorrow, so I might stay out here again. I don't know. But I basically just threw a couple things together and said, hey, I'm going to take the power banks out and the lights are still already set up. But I just came out here and I don't have power or anything where the RV's at. So running off of power banks, little Anchor and a couple little Amazon specials, but keeps the GoPro and the phones charged, and I got one of them running the lights right now. But yeah, we're just going to kick back and hang out for the night. And I'm really hoping we get some big winds, because this RV kind of moves around when it gets windy. It's basically a big old bread box that just takes wind like a fucking sail. Anyway, so we're going to be hanging out for the night. And for dinner, I'm going to do an old expired Mountain House meal. It's beef stroganoff with noodles. And the best used by date is April 2019. We are in 2026 now. New Year's was 2 or 3 days ago. Hope everyone had a fun, safe New Year's Eve. Hope all the excitement was kept to the safety side of things. But yeah, so like I said, this was really an unplanned night. Like I don't have anything planned to do anything. I didn't bring any building supplies to kind of do a couple little projects that the RV is going to be getting here soon. It basically just has been dumping all day. I got home and was like, you know what? I'm going to go camping. It's going to get stormy tonight. My phone's going off with severe weather alert for up to 70-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, 35 to 45-mile-an-hour consistent winds after like 10:30 tonight, and it's supposed to just start dumping rain here in the next hour. So I just got out here getting set up, got the buddy heater on, getting some warmth in here, and yeah, we're gonna see how well this storm does. At least it's not cold. At least it's not as cold as it was the other day. This heater feels really good in here. Hopefully it heats this whole place up really nicely and quickly. It's already came up like 10-15 degrees in 20 minutes, half an hour. It's like 64, 65 degrees in here. I'm real comfortable. So we're going to kick back, hang out. I might go grab a couple lanterns, because if these power banks die, I'm kind of SOL as far as for lighting in here. That one that the lights are plugged into, it's down to like 30%. So I thought it was more charged than it was, and it's not. And so yeah, we're gonna see how the night goes, but we're gonna eat a Mountain House here in a while. I'm gonna go get the little gas one stove and boil up some water for that, and see how that is for being 6-7 years out of date. Anyway, yeah, we will touch back here in a little bit, and for now I'm just gonna get warmed up, because it's not real warm outside, and I didn't heat up my house or anything like that. I just grabbed my shit after I got home and came out to the RV. So I'm gonna kick back for a little bit, and here in an hour or so I'm gonna make some food, and we'll see how this Mountain House meal is. I did a couple other Mountain House meals earlier this last summer, and they were expired as well, 6, 7, 8 years old, something like that. Different flavors. But we'll see how this beef stroganoff and noodles does. But I'm kind of getting hungry, so it might be sooner than later. If the rain lets off, I'll go grab my cook stuff. But for right now, I'm just going to let it pour and see where it goes. So if we get some strong winds, if it starts dumping rain, I'll bring you guys back in. Otherwise, we'll talk to you here in a little bit. Thanks for joining. Alright, so it's been about an hour, and the storm hit. It's getting windy. The rain is literally blowing against the sides of the windows in here. It's been dumping pretty consistently for the last 15 or 20 minutes. So, right before it started raining, I went out and got my little gas one stove here. Got the Mountain House. Got some seasonings that I might add to it if I need to. Hot sauce, salt, pepper. But this is what we're going to be cooking on tonight. Little gas one stove. Runs off the little butane bottles. And I didn't mention it earlier with the buddy heater, but right down there I do have a carbon monoxide detector, so I do have a little bit of security of knowing that it'll go beep 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 if the oxygen levels in here drop too low. I also do have the front door just cracked, just to give a little airflow in here when I'm running the heater. I got the heater off now, actually. It's 68 degrees in here, so I turned it off for a little bit. I was actually kind of nice and warm, felt good. But I'm gonna set the gas one stove up here, and just real simple. I already put a new bottle in the butane, but yeah, I'm just waiting for the storm to let off a little bit so I can go grab a pot and measuring cup and stuff to boil up some water. And I'm not sure if this is gonna fill me up tonight, this Mountain House meal. There's not a ton of food in these pouches, so it's not out of question that I don't figure out something else to cook later on tonight. Right now I'm just kind of waiting on the rain to let up a little bit so I can run over to the house and grab some shit, because right now I'm not wanting to go run out in the rain and get soaking wet and cold. But just wanted to bring you guys in. I don't know if you can hear the rain or not. Can't see, but this window, yeah, you can't see it all. This window is just completely soaked on the outside. It's just been, the wind's just been ripping through here and just been plastering the windows on all sides with the rain. Sounds cool. Just kind of neat to be in here. Little area, all enclosed, kind of comfortable. It's nice having this heater. It's definitely a game changer having the temperatures up 25 degrees higher inside than what it was last time. But just want to bring you guys in on a little update. And like I said, I'm ready to eat, but I'm not trying to go out and get soaking wet running up to the house just to go grab a pot and measuring cup and shit. Yeah, it's dumping. I don't know how well y'all are gonna be able to hear it or not, but it's pouring. It's definitely pouring. The wind kind of let up right now, surprisingly. But give it a few minutes and it'll start beating on the windows again with the rain. So I'm gonna hang out and probably turn the heater back on here in a minute. But other than that, just been kicking back. Nothing like I wouldn't be doing otherwise, except for I'm out camping, so it's kind of fun. Out on the land, enjoying myself. Got my cat with me again. Got my kitty. He's chilling. There's that other MRE. Still haven't eaten that. Save that for another night. But he's all nice and warm. Got himself a little perch, little bed. But anyway, we'll touch base here in a little bit, and yeah, I'm hungry, so as soon as this rain lets up a little bit, I'm gonna make a mad dash over to the house, and yeah, it's letting up. I'm gonna go grab stuff. We'll be back here in a minute to cook. Talk to you in a minute. Alright, I just got back in the RV. It is absolutely pouring. It's windy as a son of a bitch. I am kind of soaked just from running back over here from the house, but god damn, it's cold. Not cold, wet. It is freaking dumping out there. Holy shit. Yeah, I just got in and wanted to turn the camera on here. But I mean, I don't know if you can see it. In the 2 minutes, minute and a half that took me to run over here from the cabin, my jacket's soaked. So I'm gonna find a place to put this up to dry somewhere. I need a little coat rack. Need something right here, but for right now I'm just gonna hang it here. It's so wet that it's not even wanting to stay. And maybe it will for a minute. Anyway, I just got in. I'm gonna get situated, but I got a pot and some water, and I'm gonna make up this mountain house here in a minute. There's the wind. Holy shit. So this thing is pretty airtight, and I don't know if you can see it or not. No, not really. This curtain here, it's got a big old window behind it, but it's been blowing in and out. The curtain has. There he goes. I mean, absolutely dumping out here. Oh. Get my boots. Stay out of them so they don't get wet inside. Alright, I'm going to turn the heater on and get situated here. But I also brought a few things over for extra food in case I get hungry later. I don't know if this mountain house is going to fill me up or not, but we'll see. But I'm going to get warmed up, get situated, get dry. It's definitely a good storm tonight. It's going to be nice to sleep in here. And we'll touch base here in a few minutes. I'm going to start boiling off some water for the beef stroganoff and see how that goes. So, got a little pot, measuring cup here, and a spoon. Holy cow. Even just running over here with the pot, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying not to pour it out on my counter. It's got water in it. Just from me carrying it over here and running through the rain, it's literally got water in it, not just wet. Holy cow, it's pouring out there. Hell yeah. Alright, so I'm getting ready to boil off some water here to make our mountain house meal. The rain actually let up for a minute, but it's been absolutely just dumping, pouring rain, windy. RV's been blowing all over the place. I think it says 2 cups of water. 2 cups of boiling water. Add it straight to the pouch. So there's 1 cup. There's 2 cups. Lock our fuel in and ignite. Alright, so got a little gas one stove here. I actually cracked the window for a minute since it kind of stopped raining. Actually, it's still sprinkling, but I don't know how it stopped so fast. It was absolutely just downpouring. The RV was blowing all over and shit, and then it just kind of let off about 5 minutes ago. So I went, you know what, I'm gonna crack the window and boil this water up. I've literally just been sitting around with my cat and enjoying the storm. Actually, I don't even have the heater on or nothing. It's nice and warm in here, but gonna heat up this pot of water, let it get to a boil, and then open up this mountain house meal and let that prepare. Alright, so we're coming up into a full boil here. It didn't take long at all for this little gas one stove to get this thing heated up. So now we're going to open up our mountain house meal. do not eat, remove our oxygen packet. Alright, I'm going to pour in this 2 cups of boiling water. Try not to burn myself. And then it's got a zippered top. So zip it up. Alright, it's all completely sealed up there. And it says stir thoroughly before closing the zipper. So I'm actually going to open it back up real quick here and give it a stir. Let everything get all mixed together in the bottom, all the seasonings, noodles, everything in the corners. Alright, that's fairly mixed. And then, let's see, stir thoroughly and close zipper, let stand for 8 to 9 minutes. Stir and serve. For your convenience, eat right out of the pouch. Alright, so it's been 8 minutes since I shut the camera off. First time opening it. Wow, it actually smells really good. It smells just like beef stroganoff, like homemade, or like that's got an amazing smell to it. Yeah, it's all nothing dry. It's all mixed up. Looks like it's all cooked. And granted, I could eat it right out of the Mountain House bag, but I actually first brought out this little pot that wouldn't stay sitting on the stove. So I'm going to use this little pot as my bowl so that you guys can see what this looks like. It's actually a pretty good amount of food. There isn't a whole lot of calories in these meals though. They don't really fill you up. Good little snack though. Alright, so this is just a little bit of sauce and a couple noodles. It's a little salty, just on its own. That's not bad. For being damn near 7 years past its Best By date, I mean, it's got quite a bit of meat in it. Here, hold on. I mean, it's got chunks of meat all the way through it. Steaming up my lens here. Sorry. It's definitely meaty. It's saucy. And I got some seasonings and stuff if I decide to spice it up. Add some hot sauce to it. It's what it probably needs. Yeah, that's not bad. That's really not bad. It's, as with most of the Mountain House meals, at least the ones that I've had in the past, it's a little bit more soupy kind of consistency, just because of how much water you put in. But if you don't put enough water in, or whatever it calls for, then you end up with some dried noodles or rice or whatever that you're making, from my experience at least. So I always put in the actual 2 cups of water that it calls for. But the end result is kind of more of a soupy dish that comes out of the bag. It's definitely hot. Temperature hot, not spice. It tastes like beef stroganoff with like a little bit of cheese flavor. You can taste the meat and the noodles and, you know, some seasonings, but it's also kind of bland. It's salty. It's kind of salty. I'm gonna add some hot sauce. Just a little bit, see how it is. Granted, this is a really liquidy hot sauce, so that's not gonna help out. But I want to see how it is with some of this Louisiana spicy hot sauce. Not super hot, just a good hot sauce flavor. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. That Louisiana hot sauce right there, being a vinegar base, where you definitely get a vinegar hit to it when you take a decent amount of it in a bite, you get more vinegar than heat. Like, you don't get pepper or spice, you get a vinegar kind of flavor. And that with this, whew, that's tasty. Oh, hell yeah. That's exactly what this needed. Got a little spice to it, this hot sauce. It's not mild, but it ain't gonna light you up too bad. But, oh man, that's tasty. That is exactly what this meal needed. I wish I had I got a handful of different seasonings here. I wish I had some like Italian seasoning or something like that. Nothing too crazy. Let's see, what do I want to put on it? I want to try to add something to it. Is that one open? Alright, I'm going to do a little Kingsford, like barbecue Kingsford. Cajun style, all-purpose seasoning. Spicy Louisiana classic. Put a little of that in there. Mix it up. It's not like it doesn't have flavor. It's definitely like if I was eating this backpacking, or you know, even on my boat or at the lake or whatever, if I was actually on a camping trip. And not even just on a camp trip, but a survival situation. You know, needing a lightweight backpacking meal. If I was eating this after, you know, a 9-mile hike out on the mountains, I wouldn't be complaining one bit. I'm sitting here with a bottle of hot sauce and some seasonings. I'm going to spice it up. Actually, what you could do, though, take one of these backpacking, a couple of them, whatever, and hit up Taco Bell on your way out of town. Get yourself a little burrito supremo and a couple handfuls of hot sauce. The little packets that they have there at Taco Bell. You add 2 or 3 of the hot ones to this, stir it all up. It would add a lot to this on a trail. It's not like it's bland, but there isn't a whole lot of seasoning flavor. It's kind of, it tastes kind of like a stew, like a soup, and not just because it's runny, but it's literally like the flavors of everything. They really just taste watered down, like. If you were to put some cheese in this or something and thicken it up and make it more of a stroganoff and not so runny, I guess I should say. I don't know. It's not the texture that's throwing me off, but the flavor is just not, it just tastes watered down. But all the meat's, you know, completely soft and chewy and moist. Nothing's dry. The noodles aren't dry. It's better to have it saucy and soupy like this and have everything that you're eating soft and chewable instead of, you know, a dried piece of meat that you're get a chunk. I'm chowing down. It ain't bad at all. If you had some spices, some seasonings, a little bit of hot sauce out on a trail, I would not be complaining at all about eating one of these. 2 of them, 3 of them. We'll see how it sits on my stomach. The last ones didn't mess with my stomach at all. Even being a few years out of, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 years out of date. Just a little bit there. They didn't mess with my stomach. I will say that the MRE in the last video destroyed my stomach for 2 days. Like, constipated, whole 9 yards, not feeling well, just a brick in my stomach. It didn't. A lot of people say, oh, MREs, they make you shit. No. Opposite on that one. That did not do well for me. I was 2 days of just feeling the brick in the stomach on that one. So, we'll see how this Mountain House... Oh, excuse me. We'll see how this Mountain House does for the stomach tomorrow. But I'm going to finish eating this, and if I'm still hungry, I got a sack of groceries over here that I could definitely make up something tasty if I'm not full off of this. So I'm going to keep eating. And I'll touch base here in a little bit. Whether or not I make some more food or not, we'll see. Honestly, I'm really hoping that the storm picks back up and starts raging again. Well, definitely was good to the last bite on this stuff.
Bang, old bang. Like I'm a professional chef. I do want the rest of this out of here, so I need a spoon for that. Fork's not doing the job. I want the garlic that I put in there.
I definitely finished it. It's definitely an empty pot there. But, flavor was good. Like I thought, it did fill me up. So, I'm probably going to start making up another dish of something here in a minute. But just wanted to bring you guys in as I finished up that last bite. It's only been 3 minutes. But, no, I definitely finished it all up. It was not bad. Like I said, adding that hot sauce, some Cajun seasoning. It was definitely the move to make on that one. That hot sauce, it did the trick. But definitely didn't fill me up. It was a good snack. You know, it says that it serves 2 people, and I ate it, and I'm ready to eat. So it was definitely a good little snack. Kind of got me hungry. I wasn't really that hungry until I ate it, and now I'm hungry. Yeah, that was, for being 7 years out of date, I didn't see anything wrong with that. As far as flavoring, I don't think that the blandness or the lack of, you know, a lot of seasoning flavoring, I don't think it had anything to do with its age. I think that that's just how it is. I wouldn't be opposed to buying out-of-date ones of these. If they were going on sale, getting ready to expire or something like that, a store's got to sell them for cheap. Buy them up. Put them in a 5-gallon bucket and put them in the storeroom. Put them in the, you know, up on a shelf, or put them out in the garage. Save them for the day that you need them. Knowing that even if they're 6, 5, 6, 7 years out of date, it ain't going to hurt them too bad. Granted, I haven't had one of these recently that was fresh, in date, current. But as far as, you know, as far as for being 7 years out of date, I kind of expected it to taste a little bit stale, I guess. I was kind of expecting. I don't know why. But there was no staleness to the noodles, the flavoring, you know, the meat. Nothing about it tasted stale or aged or old or out of date. So pick them up if you see them, you know, getting ready to expire or whatever. Stores got to sell shit for cheaper when they're getting ready to expire, because after it expires, they can't necessarily sell it. So if you find them for cheap, pick them up. Granted, in the store, these are like $8, $9, $12 a piece. No, absolutely not. Go to the dollar store, go get your rices and your beans and all that stuff in the little pouches. $1.25, and it damn near more food than one or two of these things. And same thing, it's just a dried, dried rice or whatever, and you just mix boiling water and mix them up. A lot more practical and affordable. Granted, I don't know how one of those would taste 7 years past its expiration date. I know this Mountain House tasted just fine.
Well, good morning, guys. Last night I actually decided just to crawl. It started storming real good there after I finished eating. And I ended up crawling in bed just to listen to the rain. And the wind was blowing the RV around, so I crawled in bed just to listen to it. And I ended up passing out. I fell asleep. So I didn't come back and film anymore last night after we had our food there. So that's what happened on that one. But I am waking up here. I just woke up. Turned on the little light here. It's early. It's 8 o'clock or so. Not early, but not very bright in here. So I clicked on the little light. Maybe you can see me. I don't know. But just wanted to say good morning. I'm gonna wake up here and get up and turn on the heater because it's kind of cold. I don't sleep with the heater on in here. I turn it off and I turn off the propane tank. I do have that carbon monoxide detector right by the heater and propane tank, so little extra step of keeping the air pure and everything in here, knowing that if it goes off, at least it's gonna warn me before I don't wake up. It's early, I'm just waking up, and I am hungry, so I definitely could have eaten again last night. It just started storming, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna crawl in bed and listen to the storm for a while, and just passed out, just fell asleep. I actually fell asleep with the light on, and woke up in the middle of the night and it was on still, and I just reached over and turned it off and went back to sleep. I didn't film or get the camera or anything. Not real warm in here, that's for damn sure. I can't quite see my breath, but I'm gonna get up here. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's pouring. It's raining pretty damn good still. It rained all night long. It seemed like every time I woke up or rolled over, it was dumping again. When I first crawled in bed, though, the wind was blowing the rain up right up against the side of the RV. It sounded really, really trippy, actually. Laying here in the bed, being a little bit closer to the walls and ceiling, laying down. But anyway, I'm gonna get up.
Alright, so I got up, got the buddy heater turned on, getting some warmth in here, and it just started thundering and seeing flashes of lightning, and it's pouring rain, the wind's picking up again, and it's only like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's looking like it's going to be a stormy day all day today, so I'm just going to chill in the camper here and make some food, stay warm and dry, I guess, because I don't want to go out in that shit to do anything. It's there's been some close thunder. The last one a minute ago, right before I grabbed the camera, the lightning flashed, and I literally had 2 seconds of a thought process of, I think that was lightning, before the thunder just clapped, and it just rumbled and rumbled and rumbled and rumbled, and definitely wasn't quite expecting thunder and lightning. The cat's kind of not stoked with it. He's chilling over there, staying warm. We're just hanging out. I'm guessing you can hear that. That was a long-lasting thunder. I had enough time to walk over, grab the camera, turn it back on, and start recording, and it still was just going for it. Maybe on the next one I'll pop the door open so you can hear it a little bit better. I don't know, it's so windy, I don't want to let a bunch of rain blow in here, really. Anyway, there's some good thunder happening. It's a rumbling. Whole RV kind of shakes a little bit when it goes off. Plus, it's windy. But anyway, if I hear some more, maybe I'll pop the door open. And yeah, I just got a text on my phone just now as I'm recording that said, ooh, that one shook the house, from my neighbor. It did. It was a big one. Alright guys, just like that, I just got toned out with the fire department, so I am off and I will record when I get back, but I gotta go throw my structure gear on and head out in the storm. So what we do as first responders, give us some support. Alright, talk to you guys in a little bit when I get back.